place for me to take the whole mask off and share with you all from exactly where I have come from. Growing up in an alcoholic home with many forms of abuse, physically, emotionally, and sexually, it was really difficult. And by the age of 4, I probably knew all the best places to hide. But I gotta tell you, I wasn't safe for very long in those places. In my teen years, I really believed that it would be safer for me to be on the streets and to live on the streets than it was in my home environment. But the streets that I chose to live on led me to drugs, alcohol, and on more than one occasion, it led me to almost death. So by my 20s, I was concentrating on my banking career, and even as an alcoholic and a drug addict, I made it and arrived to a vice president of a very well-known savings and loan. But my life was unraveling. It wasn't until the age of 33 that I finally hit bottom. I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I couldn't stomach what was looking back at me in the mirror anymore. I lost the job. I lost the self-esteem. I lost the self-worth. But the biggest thing that I lost through all of that is I lost Darlene. And I knew someplace inside, I knew that God had better plans for me. So walking away from the drugs and alcohol was a way that I could take off that mask. I took it off for the alcohol, I took it off for the drugs. But when I was 14 months in recovery, the nicotine addiction, I was up to 3 packs a day. And I wasn't drinking and I wasn't using drugs, but man, I had to go in the bathroom in the morning, first thing out, and go and cough into a towel so I wouldn't wake up my daughter and my husband, because I was coughing. It was destroying my health. Nicotine was probably the hardest thing that I've had to walk through in recovery. But there were still masks. If I were to stop and tell you that's the only mask that I had to deal with, it wouldn't be true. At 5 years in recovery, all the memories of the child abuse, the faces, the places, the times, the circumstances, started rolling back in my head. I didn't want to feel the feelings. I didn't want to face it. I didn't want to use drugs. I didn't want to drink, and I didn't want to smoke. So I chose the food. I turned to food, and I put on the mask. I gained 149 pounds. I weighed in at 289 pounds at the height of my no feeling zone. And I was miserable. I hated myself. I hated what I had become. I remember when days of my daughter helping me tie my shoes because I couldn't tie my own. It was such a sadness. And I realized that in my recovery, I had to be willing to put down all of the masks. See, if I'm not willing to feel the feelings, really feel the feelings and deal with life on life's terms, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to drink, use, smoke, shop, eat. Busy, busy, nice, nice is who I am and how I perform. Anybody been there? We can all use different masks. Today, I'm really proud to say that, I can stand before you today and there are no masks. What you see is what you get. Most people don't call me unless they want the truth, the honest truth. I'm random, I'm crazy, I'm me today. And I'm grateful to share with you that this next month, I'll be celebrating 22 years of recovery off the masks of putting those down. So I don't know if any of you have masks. I don't know what you turn to when maybe life gets a little bit rough for you. And if it's only my purpose today to stand before you and to be honest from where I came from, maybe that's it, you know? I'm willing to share with you and talk to you.